जी का खालसा, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh. Today's Hukamnama is from Rag Varhans, Mahalla Tija. Rag Varhans is a rag that is useful especially at a time when someone feels like they're hanging by hope's last thread, when it seems everything is going wrong, when it feels like you're about to spill, when you can't take it anymore. That is a time when reading Rag Varhans will give you great strength. When Guru Arjan Dev Ji was martyred, this is the rag that the Sikhs read. It gives a person great inner strength and inner support. The shabads which one usually reads during death are also in this rag. It reminds someone of what's important, and it talks about a state of great devotional longing or berag for God. So today Guru Sahib gives us a Hukamnama from Rag Varhans, Guru Amar Das Ji de Bani, and the vak is Man Meria Tu Sada Sach Samal Jio. The word Sach means to exist. It comes from the Sanskrit word Asya. So my mind, you my mind, Guru Sahib Ji is talking with love. You my mind. Forever. Samal means to, in your heart, keep something. To always have something ever steady inside your heart. To hold something in your heart. To grasp it inside of yourself. So Guru Sahib is saying, my mind, that which is eternal, the eternal Lord, God who lives forever. Hold that God in your heart. Hold the one Lord in your heart always. Apne kar tu sukh vase, poe na sake jamkal jio. The word jamkal talks about death of the soul, death of the inner spirit. Apne kar, the word kar is house, home. Live in your home, Guru Sahib is telling us. This earth is not our home. This earth is just our temporary place. We will leave it when we die. And we have this human life to find our true home. Our home is deep within ourselves. Our home is God. Our home is Sach, the ever-eternal Lord. If you read Japji Sahib, it talks about reaching the home of Satyar. Give Satyara hoye. Give Kuda tutte pal. So Guru Sahib is saying, find your home. The home where there's no pain. The heavenly home which exists inside of us. You don't have to die to find this home. You can find it while you're physically living. So Guru Sahib is saying, live in your home. This earth, you're going to get pushed around. You're not going to have a permanent home here. One day you're living in your parents' house, then you get married. After that, your kids grow up. Who knows how many homes you switch in life. Guru Sahib is saying, live in your home which is true. Your home which is eternal. Your soul is your home. Your Lord is your home. And find this home while you're still in your body. Kal jala jam johe na sake, sache shabad live lie. That person who is absorbed in the word, in the form, in the shabad of the eternal Lord, that person who loves God and who always meditates on God, that person who is absorbed in God's remembrance, how can death of the spirit ever go near that person? God's remembrance, God's love, that's God's form. And when you're merged with God who lives forever, you too become immortal. Your spirit, God lifts the spirit beyond death. And a person whose spirit is so exalted How can death of the spirit ever go near that person? So Guru Sahib tells us that always meditate on the Shabad, and then you will become eternal like the Lord. Sada sach rata man nirmal avan jaan raha hai. That person who loves the Shabad, who loves God, that person becomes pure. Their soul is clean. How many sins do we have on our soul? Just look at our minds. Even if we don't want them to, they go places where we get so disgusted. How did this thought come in me? How did this thought come in me? But when we remember God, then slowly all our bad thoughts go away, and God's love takes over our mind. We learn to see all of God's creatures as beautiful. We learn to love everyone. So in this way the mind becomes pure, and then we aren't stuck in the cycle of life and death. Duje pai param vigutti manmukh mohe jamkal. Here we have the word that we've seen the last 2 days, param. Duje pai param vigutti. So duje pai, we spoke about this the day before yesterday. A human's natural state is to love God and love creation as an extension of God. But what have we done? We've forgotten God, and we have duje pai, we have other loves. And you should love everyone, but not instead of God. You should see all as God and love everyone dearly. Love everyone to the limits of love and love them more. But what do? We love our home. We love what we see with our eyes. We love our riches. And we don't think about the one who made them or gave them to us. And in that way, none of those things give us eternal happiness. And our hearts are empty. And this false love, this duje pai, causes us so much pain. Duje pai param, superstition, doubt. Viguti means to make horrid, to ruin. Viguti manmukh, a person who follows their mind instead of God. Mohi jamkal, that person is stuck in attachment to the world, and that person's spirit dies. Keh Nanak, O says Nanak, Sunman mere, my mind listen, tu sada sach samal. So today Guru Sahib's order is all day, whatever you do, don't forget from your heart for a second God who's always going to live, God who's eternal. Keep your heart pointed towards God, even in the middle of all your work. Whatever you do, you go here and there, but always have that pull in your heart, that pull that tells you, I am a soul, I came from God. One day I will merge again. See the world with the eyes of the Guru. Learn to see the world through Guruji's eyes. See all as God's form and love all. And when you do that, Gurmukh nadar nihal man mere antar har naam sakhai. When you do that, you will realize that inside you have something special. You have a great support, a great friend, which is God's love, God's vibration, God's naam. And once your inner eyes open, while your inner eyes are closed, you can feel it, but when your inner eye opens, you will realize that this remembrance on God is God's form. The naam itself is God. You will realize that it's an ocean of love, an ocean of greatness inside of you. You'll never want again. You will find everything inside yourself. You will realize you have a great friend inside your very own soul. But those who follow their minds don't see this. Manmukh andale gyan vihune. Those who follow their minds, we talked about this the last 2 days. They have the darkness of agyanta, the darkness of ignorance within them. Gyan vihune, they are without divine knowledge, duje pai kuai, and they are ruined by, once again, duje pai, surprise, third time in a row, third day, that Guruji warns us, stay away from duje pai, stay away from other attachments beside God. Duje pai kuai. Bin nave ko chute nahi sab bandi jamka. Bandi means tied down in chains. We are all tied down. Bandi means to be tied, to not be free, like a slave. We are all slaves, some to lust, some to anger, some to ego, some to attachment, greed. We are all slaves. And without the Naam, we can't ever be free. Our soul can't ever rise above this world. Nanak antar tere nidan hai. O Nanak, inside you is a great treasure. Bahar vasna pal. Don't look for it outside. You won't find anything. Look to your soul. Man mereya, janam padarat paike, ek sach lageva para. Some people are so lucky. They are blessed with this human life, this chance to experience God. And those rare people, they find the eternal Lord. Satgur sevan apna antar shabad apara. And they serve God. How? Seva means to serve. Antar shabad apara. The greatest service. They have the love of God live in their hearts. God's shabad. God's love. God's loving remembrance lives in their heart. And when one remembers God all the time and loves God, they become like what they remember, what they think about. They get the virtues of God. They become God-like, and then they merge with Vaheguru. Antar Shabad Apara Har Naam Pyara Name No Nid Pai. Inside of them is the infinite Shabad. Apara means infinite. The beloved Har Naam. God's Naam seems beloved to them. God's Naam seems mitha. It seems sweet. They love God's remembrance. They fall in love with thinking about God. And what do they get? They get what we call nonid. The word no means 9. And the word nid means treasures. And in Sikhism, there's a different thinking, and in worldly thought, there's a different thinking. And both you get from God. Now, in the worldly sense, the nonid are Paramnidhi, which means you get children, grandchildren, gold, silver. Mahan Padam, which means diamond, rubies, and other gems. Sank, you get delicious things to eat. Makkar, you get training in weaponry, and you rule over others. Kachap, which means clothes, food, grains, corn, etc. Kund, which means different types of gold. Neel, which means gems. Mukand, which means you master the arts, music, and poetry. And Karab, or Varch, which is riches. But in Sikhism, we have a different nonid. The 9 spiritual treasures. One is Parosa, meaning faith. The other is Linta, which is an attachment. You merge with God. The other is Santok, which means you're happy, you're satisfied, content. One is detachment from your family. You become a lip. You're detached. You're not tied down. Another is Hukam. You accept and surrender to God's will. Number 6 is Sahaj. You get peace inside yourself. You get equipoise and equilibrium. Your heart becomes very softened. You're not rushing around. You're at peace. You get Anand, great bliss. You get Vismad, when everything you see looks wonderful. You forget yourself. And then you get Nadar. which means God's grace. You realize that God's grace is everything, and you lose your ego. So these are the 9 spiritual treasures, and Guru Sahib Ji says that when you meditate on the Naam, you receive these 9 wonderful things, and they change your life. Manmukh maya moh vyape, dukh santape, dujeh pat gavai. Here again, we have the concept of dujeh, other. When we have the Naam, we have everything. And to compare and contrast, when we detach from God and attach to the world, we lose everything, even our honor, pat gavai. When we attach to the world, maya moh. When we're attached, moh is attachment, maya is the world. When we follow our minds and attach with the world, then we lose it all. But when we're with God, what happens? Home mar sach sabad samane, sach rate adhikai. When someone kills their ego, when they merge in the eternal word of God, and they themselves become eternal, they are colored in God's love. Every particle of them is full with God's love. And when does that happen? Nanak manas janam durlambh hai, Satguru buj bujai. When a person through the Guru understands the purpose of life is to find God, and that this life is priceless. When someone understands through the Guru what the purpose of human life is, now if you're listening to this, if you're listening to me right now, if you're listening to the words of the Guru, Guru Sahib is giving you jewels. Take them. Don't lose this opportunity. Guru Sahib is saying, understand what life's about. Meditate on God. Love God. This understanding is a treasure. Bring it in your mind and you'll get everything, including every happiness. But it's up to you. Don't leave this world empty-handed. Man mere Satgur sevan apana se jan vadpagi Ram. Vadpagi means one of great destiny. Those who listen to this teaching, those who listen to the point, the purpose of human life, they meditate on God and they are the most fortunate. Jo man mare, through meditation on God, the evil inclinations, the mind is killed. Jo man mare, apna se purakh beragi Ram. Those who kill their mind, jo man mare apana, se purakh, those beings, beragi Ram, they become detached. They become free from this world's entanglements. Se jan beragi, they are free, detached. Such live lagi, they are in love with the eternal Lord. Apna aap pachanaya, they recognize themselves. Those people who beat their mind. Guru Sahib says that fighting against the mind's evil inclination and seeing God, cleaning your soul, that is harder than conquering the world. We have so many leaders who could conquer the world, but they were ruined because of their inner vices. When one beats their vices, Guruji says, Manjite Jagjit. Winning the mind, conquering the mind, is like conquering the whole world. Look through history, so many people. Look at Adolf Hitler. He conquered so many countries, but his mind was so dirty and polluted, filled with filth. Look at other leaders. They conquered so much, but their jealousy, their anger could not be conquered. Those who conquer their mind, they alone are free, they alone are great. And those who love God, apna aap pachanaya, they recognize who they are. They recognize they are not a body. They are a wonderful soul. They are not bound to death. They are free from greed and ego. They realize that their soul is the form of God, and that is their true identity. So today, ask yourself, what am I doing? Am I doing something that a body does? Am I being true to my soul? Each action you commit, ask yourself that. Mat nechal at guri, gurmukh saje naam vikhanaya. So those who conquer their minds, their intellect is beautiful. It's steady, it never falls down. It's always the highest. And guri means great, big, profound. They have great love. Their color of God's love in them is deep. And in great peace, they meditate on God's Naam. They love God. But then other people, their destiny is not that great. Ek kaam and hitkari. Some people are lost in the lust of beautiful young women. Maya moho pyari. Some people like the material world. They love attachment. Manmukh soy rahe apage. They are asleep in the pleasures of the world. Here the Guru is trying to wake us up to our soul. But some people never wake up. Nanak saje seve gur apna se pure vad page. Those who peacefully, those who in Sahaj is a state of tranquility, those who serve their Guru with great tranquility, they are the most blessed. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.